Everyone, so unfortunately I don't have the best lighting here. I'm just going to have a bit of a play around. I may keep this in and fast forward it, or I might just cut it out completely, but just bear with me while I try and figure out something for light. Hi guys! Welcome to another video. I know that this has been a long time coming because I have been incredibly meh about my reborns, and I've actually found since starting to collect again a few years ago that I tend to go through this during winter, and I think it's partially because I like to have their little limbs showing. I feel like that's kind of the point of them, is to show off the artistry. But I know I have a channel, I know I have followers, and I know I really do love the dolls. I love the reborns and I love to see them in cute outfits, and the fact is I actually have some really cute winter clothes that I would love to show you guys. Now yes, I am standing off to the side as I have my tripod in front of her, and for those wondering, I'm using a Rode Pro microphone now. This is my first time testing it out properly, so I do apologise. This is my new 77D. I didn't get the 80D because it has the older chipset and the like, and I decided it was just too expensive. So I went with the 77D, and thus I don't have a headset that I can use to make sure I can hear what's happening properly. So unfortunately, if the audio sucks, I'll do my best to edit it, and we might just have to deal with it for this video and maybe the next few till I figure out the settings I need. And then my lens I'm using, I should say, it is an EFS 18 to 135mm USM. So that's another thing I wanted to check out, is with autofocus, whether or not we're going to hear the lens changing, because I know USM is traditionally, not even traditionally, just technically the way they're built, they're a bit louder than STM lenses. So I do have STM lenses, but this one has my biggest variation. It's like the kit lens. There we go. So without further ado, I'm going to start. As usual, little Poppy's hair is not brushed. It's all floppy. And I wonder if I can bring her up closer to you. Look at her little face. There she is. Her tiny face and her frizzy hair. But it's actually not as bad. It's more just sticking up rather than being messy. Now, I do have her clothes. I do have her clothes with me. And these ones are from Marks & Spencer. It's a blue overall with a floral under onesie, and this one actually has built-in mittens, which I think is, where am I going? Here, this way. Built-in mittens. And I do have other mittens to put on her, but I might actually just use those built-in mittens, and I'll reuse these booties because I actually really like them. How cute are they? They're just little gerbil ones, but I think they're really cute. I think they're adorable. I'm sorry if I'm breathless. I'm quite anxious, so my heart rate is up and my breathing is a little erratic, so I do apologize for that. Not necessarily that I'm doing it, more for the breathiness. I'll cut that out if it's too loud, or lessen it. So little Poppy here has two things on. She's got just a plain white onesie, which I always do, and her dress, because I find a singlet with 3/4 arms sometimes isn't enough. Sometimes the clothes you're putting on won't cover the 3/4 arms, and if this was on a bigger doll, which it was once upon a time, I used this for my, yeah, see, I'm going to be in the way a bit here, aren't I? Yeah, so I'll have to fiddle with camera angles for the next video. But I used this on my Sarah by, oh, what was this? artist's name? Antonio Bocelli, I think his name was. Please correct me if you know who I'm talking about in the description box. If I don't get around to editing his name into the video. But I used it on her, and she's much bigger than the Scarlet by Bonnie Brown, which is what Poppy is. And for those new to Reborns, that's the name of the sculpt. Sculpt is called Scarlet. The person who sculpted her is Bonnie Brown. The person who painted her, her name is actually in the description box below. So you can go ahead and go down there and see. Nora's artist is also down in the description box below as well. I bought Poppy on eBay. She wasn't an auction or anything, she was just a buy it now baby, which I actually appreciate more than auction dolls. I feel like, yes, artists do deserve their due, and they do deserve the payment for their time and stuff that they use, like their paints, paintbrushes and stuff, because I am also a reborn artist. I'm not that frequent, I don't make dolls all that often, but I just feel like what your name is shouldn't really affect how much your stuff sells for. It's the quality and the time that you have factored in. For example, if you're going to charge $15 an hour or $20 an hour, let's say $20 an hour we're going to charge for our doll. It takes you 30 hours to paint the doll, and that's $600. Is it? Oh dear God, my maths is terrible. I'm probably just going to put the maths up on the screen. So you've got your 20 times 60 for painting, so that's $20 times 30 hours. And then say you want to paint the hair, maybe the hair takes you another 10 hours, so you got 20 times 10 again to add on to that. And then after all of that, you may also have to put in eyes. You have to put in the cost of the eyes and that kind of thing. So, you know, dolls generally can't be made cheaply if the artist is wanting to actually make their money back and make a profit. So what I find is best is to just, at least what I would prefer is if they had a make me an offer option. So they put up the price for their time and the cost of the products, and then have a buy it now option. And if someone wants to offer them a lesser amount, so long as it's not a no ball, there shouldn't really be an issue. A low ball, I should say. Did I already say that? Who knows? There shouldn't be an issue, and that's what I would prefer most artists did, because unless you're, I don't know, unless you're like literally at a physical auction, at an art gallery, I don't know, I guess I find the idea of auctioning things online a little dodgy, I guess. And I think that's what a lot of artists sometimes feel, because they'll put their dolls on for auction and they'll get up to a ridiculous price, like $4 or $5 grand or whatever. We're still only talking reborns here, not silicone dolls. And then the person bidding is all of a sudden not responding or just doesn't pay, you know? So I think it would kind of benefit people both ways if dolls were just put up for the price that they're worth, the price that the person charges per hour, and their product prices, you know, oh, I forget the word, I always forget the word, the stuff that they have to use. Anyway, that's what I think about doll pricing, because it makes more sense that way. I think then more people actually understand what they're buying. They're buying the artist's time and the products the artists use. And the artists know that their customers are as informed as they can be and don't feel like they're being ripped off or stolen from. Because I know, yes, it's a voluntary thing to go on and buy a multi-$100 or $1,000 doll. Where's the crotch of these? There it is. But I just feel like some people don't realize how much a doll can go for, and it can surprise them and shock them, and sometimes they feel, you know, obliged, and in actual fact you are legally obliged when you bid on eBay to actually go through with it. And in most countries it's the same in real life. If you're in an actual art gallery or an auction house, you are legally required to follow through with the payment, whether you want to or not, whether you realized how expensive it got or not, you know. Come on. There we go. Now, I know this angle, unfortunately my viewfinder is upside down for me. It won't flick up the right way. So I'm hoping this angle is okay, other than the fact that I'm having to reach across. I'm thinking next time I might have my camera slide over that way, because right now it's like that way. It's over here. So hopefully next time it'll actually be in a decent place. In fact, heck, maybe I'll just try and change camera angles now. I've got her arms in. Let me just see about changing angles. I actually had someone leave a comment on one of my videos, and please know I'm not calling you out. I know everyone has different ideals and that kind of thing. Left a comment, and it was lovely. Like, they said, oh, what a beautiful baby she is, but why are you so vulgar? And of course, if you watch all my videos, or even if you've just watched a few, you know I swear a fair bit. And to me, swearing itself isn't vulgar. I only find swearing vulgar when it's at someone or meant to hurt or degrade another person. But if it's just in the conversation, if it's being used for emphasis, or just because that's something in your vocabulary you use. Now, seeing as I have her this way, I think I'm just going to dry comb her hair. And I just thought that was funny, so I just thanked her for the compliment and just ignored the vulgar bit. And I mean, that's all you can do, because I know she wasn't trolling me or anything. That's just her opinion on my language, and you know, that's okay. I don't mind that. Now, Poppy has a pacifier somewhere. She only has one. I have a ton of pacifiers I need to magnetize, but I haven't done. As I've said, I've been pretty meh with winter, and I'm just going to be popping her booties on her tiny feet. And I meant to do this video a while ago, like a long while ago. Let's see if I can tuck her booties into these pants. There we go. Because it's actually why I bought this outfit. I bought this outfit because I thought it would be such a cute little outfit for a changing video. And I mean, it is, isn't it? It's a bloody adorable outfit, and I think it fits her perfectly. Obviously, oh, pardon me. Obviously, it would fit a doll a little bit bigger too, because Scarlett's so tiny, which is also good. Because if I get another newborn, it means I can share the clothing between them. What's this? I got a little bit of dust. So now a lot of people might be wondering why I'm using a comb and why I would do that, because it's so sharp. I'm trying not to catch the paint in the first place, but Poppy's been sealed pretty well, so I'm not too worried about the comb. The reason I'm using the comb is sometimes with the brush, especially with really tiny mohair, like kid mohair is what's called mohair that is from baby goats. I find the brush can just end up leaving mats underneath, so there'll be the top layer of hair that looks nice, but then there'll be mats underneath, and that can lead to, you know, bald spots and hair falling out and that kind of thing, which is generally not what you want. Now, I find Poppy to be absolutely adorable, and I just want to show her off to you for a second. And here she is with her tiny little hands. Doesn't she look so worried? Sometimes she looks worried, and sometimes she's like, looks like she's farting, which I find to be adorable. So I think that's going to be it for this video, guys. This is just my hi, I'm still alive. Hopefully you'll be seeing more videos from me video. So I just want to say bye and thank you. If you're new, please do subscribe below, and if you like, click the notification button and you will be alerted of any new videos. And I know this is not the biggest deal, but I don't post every day. Maybe that's a good thing for you. Maybe you don't want to be harassed every day, so you certainly won't be with me. Okay. Bye.